Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Norvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Also special guest of the evening here, Easton Heffernan, live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Here with Raider basketball coming your way here this evening from Daleville High School in Daleville, Indiana. We appreciate you all for joining us here for this Friday night of Raider basketball. This will start off here with our Raiders Live pregame presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. It's been a week since your Raiders last played on last Friday night when we took on Monroe Central. And hard-fought ball games. Wapahani was able to come away with a very close victory last Friday night. I believe it was the final score of 50-46, 50-48, somewhere around in there. It was a pretty close matchup. But they've had a very strong season so far, and we've really winding down the season now. We only have 4 games left for the remainder of the regular season, and especially for this JV team. That's only 4 games left. You have the rest of your season because the varsity obviously will move on to state tournament play here in about a couple weeks. But still, this is a very big deal. It's a big night for us, and hopefully we can come away with 2 victories. But as I was just saying, this JV team has really been really clicking on all cylinders for a good majority of the season here. Sure, they've had maybe a couple hiccups here or there, but really for the most part, we've been playing some pretty good basketball. So hopefully we can expect much of the same of that as well coming out here in tonight's ball game. So you got to look obviously to the inside. We've seen a lot of success with Nolan Dudley on the inside. Has really done a solid job, and we've had great presence on the outside as well. Aiden Franks and Alden Mahaffey, Isaac Shreve, Drake, all these kids have really contributed greatly to the success of this team throughout the season here. So hopefully, again, that will be that same trend here tonight, especially, like I said, playing on the road. It's always kind of a tough place to play at, so hopefully we can come out here and put on a great performance, or hopefully they can come out and put on a great performance for all you fine folks out there in Raider Nation. Now, I did want to add, we're going to be back at it tomorrow night. We have Homecoming 2020 from Raider Gymnasium. We're finally back at home again. Finally getting a little bit of that home cook. It's been a while. But we'll be at home against the Yorktown Tigers, so make sure join us there for that one. Come on out, support the Raider basketball team. But if you can't make it, or if you want to go back and watch it, you can catch it all right here live on the WHS Network. We'll be happy to have you. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame presented by FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. We'll have the starting lineups coming up live right after this. All righty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. We get things started here this evening with tonight's starting lineups. First, we'll have the non-starters here for your Wapahani Raiders. Start off here with number 4, Luke Willman, number 20, Drayden Gates, number 24, Blake Frazee, and number 30, Luke Brandon. Now for your Raider starters, starting off here we have at guard number 2, Aiden Franks. Starting at the 4 position, number 12, Alden Mahaffey. Add another guard, number 14, Isaac Shreve. At one forward, number 40, Jackson Spence. And at the other forward, number 50, Nolan Dudley. Junior Raiders are coached by Chris Will, assisted by Jeff Andrews and Andy Zitgraff. I'm going to throw things on over here to Easton Heffernan to give you the starting lineup here for the Daleville Broncos.
All right, we got number 2, Keaton Perrell. Number 21, Dylan Romaine. Number 12, Justin Grant. Number 40, Robert Wilson. And number 42, Wesley Livingston. All
right. So that's, again, tonight's starting lineups here for both teams. Again, we appreciate you all for joining us here this evening. I know it's obviously a little bit of a different camera view for all you fine folks out there. It's different for us as well. We do apologize, but that's about as good of a view as we're going to get here this evening. As the Raiders will start off here with the first possession of the basketball. Again, we'll have quite a bit of zooming in and out. Really not, like I said, not much more we can do, as that will be a three-point basket up and good here by Aiden Franks to get the Raiders started. Nice shot there. And hopefully the Raiders can keep this going early here. And another turnover, actually first turnover here of the day for Daleville. And the layup now up and good. Strong start here for the Raiders. And we're going to have a foul called. I'm not sure where that was. So the foul there on number 14, at least I'm assuming anyway, or number 40, Jackson Spence. So that'll be his first. So the shot up and good now, 5-2 ball game. And again here, just bear with us this evening. I know there will be quite a bit of zooming in and out, but with the camera view that we have, that's pretty much what we got to do to make sure that we'll have a nice broadcast here tonight as Aiden Franks fires again from downtown, and it found every piece of that rim down there on the other side of the floor. So he has collected all 8 points so far here for your Raiders. And another takeaway. And it's going to be up and good.
He's on his game tonight.
Telling you what.
4 for 4 from the field. Spence over to Franks for 3. Got another one. 3 for 3 from downtown, 5 for 5 overall. Timeout, Daleville.
Tell you what, that's a heck of a nice start here for the Raiders and Aiden Franks. I'm telling you what, already 3 3-pointers on the night, like Easton said, already 5 for 5 here for the ball game. And that's the kind of start that we're just hoping for here from your Wapahani Raiders. So hopefully we can keep things moving here in the right direction. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. I'd like to thank FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. So call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143. And Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. Again, that is FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis.
And just because you're off to a hot start doesn't mean you got to slow down. Keep playing ball. Got a lot of game left.
That's exactly right, Easton. Obviously spoken like a true basketball player out here. Knows the game very well. We're happy to have him here this evening as the Broncos will put 3 points on the board right there after the made 3 by number 12, Justin Grant.
Daleville's going to look to shut down Franks, and you got to look for the other open players.
Got Franks here on the left side, kicks it out here. Now Dudley swung on to Mahaffey for 3. I tell you what, he's another young man that proves deadly from downtown.
Raiders haven't missed a shot. They're feeling it tonight.
Nearly an over and back violation there by the Broncos. Spence on his man hot and heavy there, Dylan Romine feeling the heat. Into the corner here now, Farrell for 3, and it's up, and it's no good. Nice rebound there by Jackson Spence as the Raiders push it down floor quickly here. Now throw it out of bounds for the first turnover here of the night. Got Drayden Gates now in here for the first time tonight here for your Raiders. 3-point shot, no good, and that's going to be out of bounds. They're off of Wapahani. Shot right there, no good. Rebounded. Well, attempt to rebound it. Instead, they're playing hot potato out here. Swung back on over here now. Farrell left side action. Back to the top. Takes it in, and that was pretty solid defense there by Franks. Kept his hands straight up. Really not much you can do right there. So Franks will pick up his first. Team second. Yeah, it's a 16-5 Wapahani lead. And the second one's up and good as well. So 16-7.
Nice lob. Mahaffey with the fadeaway jumper, and it's good for two. Nice shot by Mahaffey. That's his game right there.
So Mahaffey now 5 points so far here on the night. Him and Franks have gotten together here and put on a shooting display so far this evening. Solid defense here by Gates. Kicked outside. Shot's going to be up and well off the mark. Franks corralling the rebound there, pushing it down court. Look at that. Isaac Shreve for two. Very nice find and very nice finish by Shreve. So now to a 20-7 lead.
Great defense.
Shreve getting after it again. Now Gates. And a little bit of trouble there. Fouled here on the play.
Yeah, Shreve and Gates are your defensive players. They're going to get the steals, get the rebounds, and create shots for the shooters and offensive players.
So the foul there is going to be on Daleville number 12, Justin Grant, his first, team's first. We'll see Frazee as well as Spence back in here for Wapahani. Inbounded all the way out here to Gates. And a loose ball there as Daleville will come up with it.
Daleville doesn't look like a three-point shooting team, so you can live with a three-point shot if it's guardable. And there's the steal by Franks on the fast break. Frazee gets fouled on the shot. He's going to the line for two.
So we'll wait to see who this foul's on here. It's going to be on number 11. So that's going to be his first, team second. And as Easton just said there, we have Frazee at the line here for two as the first one's going to be up and good. So first point of the night here for Frazee. Second free throw attempt will be up, and it will be good. I'll tell you what, we have gotten it going early here in tonight's ball game. 22-7 lead, an offensive prowess so far here by Wapahani. Rebounded there by Gates, and now Franks will walk the ball down floor here with the Raiders in front here by 15. Gates up top, now Frazee on to Franks again, three-pointer up, no good that time.
I think that's his first missed shot of the game.
I believe you're right. Strong start here by Franks and the Raiders. Kicked outside here now. The shot by Farrell will be up, and it will be good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you got to get a hand up on that one. That one was wide open. But don't worry about it. Go on the other end, get a shot.
There's Mahaffey again. Three-pointer up and three-pointer good. As Alden Mahaffey, his second three of the night now gives him 7 points here overall. Pretty nice aggressive take there by Farrell, motoring down floor. Not waiting on the defense to get set up there. The Raiders doing much of the same thing here, pushing up floor quickly. And now turnover number 3 on the night. Not a bad idea on the pass, just unfortunately wasn't effective. Shot up and good there by number 11, Lewis Ito. Spence now on here to Gates, right side action. Now to the top inside. Mahaffey now on here to Franks. Again, the Raiders just look to waste some clock here with them up by 11, 25-14. 19 seconds remaining. We've got Frazee out here half court, right side now. Nice pass down low and an open Jackson. Spence for 2. That was a great find right there. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So the Raiders with a very strong first quarter of play, 27-14. That's rare to find any team put up 27 points, especially a junior varsity squad. So big first quarter of basketball here for Wapahani. Hopefully that will continue the rest of the way. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with your second quarter of action live here on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. As we get the second quarter now underway, again with the Raiders on top here by 13. And we do thank you all for joining us here tonight live on the WHS Network as another three-pointer will be up and good here by number 12, Justin Grant. Again, back-to-back nights of Raider basketball, so a lot to look forward to. Again, on the road here tonight at Daleville, and then tomorrow night, a home game as Jackson Spence puts one in for 2. A real nice shot there of assistant coach Bennett Somerset. But back at home tomorrow night with homecoming 2020 against the Yorktown Tigers. So make sure to join us there for both broadcasts. There should be a great night of Raider basketball. In the corner now, Wilson drives in, now kicks it back out. Grant for 3, and it's up and good again. So this three-point shooters now coming out to play some fruition here this evening for Daleville. That's really what's gotten them into this ball game once again. It was down by as much as 15. Willman for 2, no good.
Daleville's mounting a little comeback right here. Wapahani can't let down right now. Good job by Spence.
Yeah, near takeaway right there by Jackson. In the corner now, Wilson for 2, and another one's up and good. So now the Broncos out of nowhere have started their own little showcasing of shooting here. Shots are falling and got them right back into the ball game as the Raiders will turn it over. That is turnover number 4 now of the night. Another corner shot for Wilson for 2, no good that time, and rebounded by Frazee, and the Raiders are back off and running again. led here by Frazee. The Raiders again up here by 7. And we're going to have a timeout taken here by your Raiders. First charge timeout of the evening. So both teams now with only 4 timeouts apiece. And we'll go ahead and stick right here again with you during the timeout. I'd like to thank some more sponsors here this evening. Kenshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Frakes. Kenshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Muncie area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. And you can contact them at 765-356-1340. So we greatly appreciate them for their sponsorship of us here on the WHS Network. So again, both teams will come back out of the timeout. Raiders lead at 29-22. And again, really for the most part here, we've continued to shoot the ball well. Just unfortunately, so have the Broncos. It's gotten them right back into the thick of things.
Turnovers are starting to bite them.
Good shot there by Willman, and he's going for the rebound and was literally put the elbow right into it. I mean, not a horrible play there. Kind of surprised there might not have been a foul called, but nonetheless, still like the shot there by Willman, and also the willingness to get back after it off the miss. And so now a brief stoppage here on the floor. Not sure of the reason why. Man, outside here to Franks. You don't want to leave him open as he dials another one up from a new area code that time around. That's his 4th three of the night.
And a bucket.
My, oh my.
He's playing ball tonight.
So 3rd turnover now for Daleville. Off the mark there. Nice rebound there from the big fella, Nolan Dudley. As the Raiders pushing back down 4 here. Franks on the left side, now into the corner. Shreve finds Spence. He'll take it inside. Now back to Shreve again. Some good action right here. Dudley looking to drive baseline. Goes up for 2. That was a beautiful job right there. Dudley fighting through some physicality right there underneath the bucket. And another three-pointer up and good. Number 42, Wesley Livingston that time around. So again, that's how the Broncos have stayed in it. Dudley no good, rebounded by Spence. Now Mahaffey for 3, no good that time around. Tipped up in the air, and we'll have a foul on the play. It looks like it's going to be on number 14, Shreve. So that'll be his first, team's 3rd.
And I don't mind that. Going after the ball.
Well, it's good basketball. Good hustle. Sometimes you can be maybe a little overzealous at times, but still some good action down low there. You like that guys are, finding that energy to chase down every basketball and to not let a possession go by. Outside here, Mahaffey's shot's going to be up and no good. And a layup missed right there by number 12, Justin Grant. So not something you see every day, especially for a kid that's been shooting threes like it's nobody's business here, and then goes up and misses a layup. Happens from time to time. Raiders got to get back defensively. For 36-29 with just under 2.5 remaining here in the first half. We'll see Gates back in the lineup, as well as Frazee. Spence will be pinned underneath right there, and they're going to call a jump ball. And the possession will stay with Wapahani. Outside now, Spence into the corner. Franks again. No good that time. Hey, there's Gates cleaning up on the board. Back to Drayden again. Drives in. Now kicks it back into the corner. Here's Spence. Look at the ball movement. Open Franks again. No good that time. Gets his own rebound. Can't put that one back in either.
Unfortunate right there. Good hustle, though. I like it.
Nice action right there. That was up close and personal. We nearly got to know Jackson Spence a little too well right there. 4 turnover now overall for Daleville. Love the hustle there from Jackson. Into the corner. Now Frazee will lose the ball out of bounds. Last touch there by the Broncos. So the Raiders retain possession here with $1:23 remaining here in the first half. Franks back to Gates. Now Spence at the elbow. Back outside again. Franks another 3 up. That time no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Bronco basketball with 1:09 remaining. So again, the Raiders here with a 7-point lead. Things haven't went quite as well offensively for us here in the second quarter. We only managed to put up 9 points. I think it was 27 to 12, I think, or so, somewhere right around in there, 27-14.
Nice shot.
And another one up and good this time by Drayden Gates. So Gates gets in on the action here with his first points on the night. And the Raiders now back to a 10-point lead.
I like that play by Frazier. Drive baseline. Find the man in the corner. Defense collapses in. Here come the Raiders. Gates on a fast break. Poked out of bounds by Daleville. Or actually, there's a foul call on number 11.
So Lewis Ito picks up his second, team's third. Franks back on over here to Frazee, right side action. Nolan Dudley on the inside, fouled it all, put the bucket in. You better believe it. Dudley now 4 points here on the night. As he'll head to the line for one more. The foul here on number 40, Robert Wilson, his first. Team's fourth.
That's what you call bully ball right there.
That's some good action right there. You know, you let the big man go to work, takes it right down inside and lets his play do the talking right there. As we'll have some more stoppage on the floor. So we had the made free throw there by Dudley, and then they stopped play because they wanted I guess they had a inadvertent horn. So that's the second time that's happened in this quarter.
A sub coming in.
Right, yeah. We had a sub come in.
Sure, even for Dudley.
And shot's going to be up and no good there to end the first half of play. So both teams will head to the locker rooms with the Raiders on top. 42-29 here at the break. We'll step aside here for a brief commercial break here, and we'll be back here with our halftime report live here on the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. Here on YouTube.com, again with your Raiders in command here at the halftime break, 42-29. And, again, we got off to a strong start there at the first quarter. And that's obviously key in every ball game. You want to get off to good starts, and we definitely did that. And that's a big thing now. You come into the break. How do you continue that? And because really the second quarter, we was down a little bit there for a little bit as far as not having much, as much offense as we did in the first quarter. But we still ended up finishing up really well. Had really a fantastic second quarter of play. Daleville had some shots, that you got to give them a lot of credit. They came back out there in that second quarter, kind of readjusted a little bit, and found their way again. But again, a large part of that has been because of their three-point opportunities. They've had some good looks, and they knocked those looks down, so you got to give them a lot of credit there. But your Wapahani Raiders have maintained that lead, and when they've kind of fought back, when Daleville's came right back at them, usually we've always had an answer. So again, like I said, just the main thing now is keep that going here in the second half. And if you can do that, we're going to be very successful here this evening and continue to build off of the lead that we've already established here, which is a 13-point lead here at the half. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back to wrap things up on our Kenshaw Properties game break at the half.
Legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
All righty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, to wrap up our Kenshaw Properties game break at the half as your Wapahani Raiders lead the Daleville Broncos 42-29. Raiders were led here in the first half. Here as we take a look here at the scoring breakdown, Aiden Franks leading the way here with 18 points, followed here by Alden Mahaffey, 8 points. Also Nolan Dudley, 5 points. Jackson Spence with 4 points. Then Drayden Gates again with 3 points. Isaac Shreve and Blake Frazee with 2 points each, again for a grand total of 42 first half points here by your Wapahani Raiders. Now, Easton, overall, I mean, you know, and I touched on it right there towards the first part of this halftime report, but give me your analysis of what you think upon what Wapahani was able to do successfully there in the first half.
Well, clearly they were able to shoot the ball, and Franks was on fire from the get-go. 5 for 5 to start the game. I mean, he lost his touch a little bit in the second quarter, but that's when you got to pass the ball around. The other teammates feed them the ball. You'll get your shot eventually. And then Drayden and Shreve, they're always playing defense. They're getting the steals, making shots for other guys. They'll get their shots eventually. And then there's Mahaffey. Mahaffey and Franks are the two. They're like the dynamic duo. They're the shooters. They're going to drive, pull up Jays. And then Dudley's just bully ball inside against the smaller guys.
Right.
Get the and ones. So they're playing pretty good ball. Just got to
keep it going.
Turn it up a little bit on the defensive end. But right now they're doing pretty well, playing great overall basketball right now.
All right, so we're about to begin this third quarter of play again. The Raiders on top here by 13, 42-29. Do have a little announcement here. Wanted to send a shout out to Todd Perry. Going to be watching us here this evening, a friend of Shane Franks. So thanks for watching us here this evening. As the Raiders will get it going early here in the second half with Jackson Spence putting a layup off the glass and records his 6th point of the evening. Up and no good there now. Spence motoring down 4 here for Wapahani, finding Frazee. Nice kick outside. There's Mahaffey dialing it up for long range. Heck yes. Mahaffey now with 11 points on the night. And the Raiders off to a very strong 47-29 lead here in the third quarters. Will have a foul here on number 42. Wesley Livingston will be his first. Team's first of the half.
Let's go Raiders! Let's go Raiders! Let's go Raiders! Let's go Raiders!
All right, so we got Spencer on the right side now. See Mahaffey there kind of taper off a little bit. Now Dudley, no good there on the three-point shot there from the left side as the Broncos push it down court quickly here. Again, Wapahani ahead here by 18 now on the night, which I believe is their largest lead overall in the evening. Nice take right there by Frazee, unable to get it to go there. Had a little bit of contact underneath, but sometimes you got to fight through that. But still, gave him a good shot there as Daleville is able to put 2 more points on the board after they made the layup. There by number 12, Justin Grant. So he'll head to the line for one more. So foul's going to be here on number 50, Nolan Dudley. That's going to be his first. Team's first of the half. Well, actually, that's going to be his second. So earlier on, I said that the foul was on Jackson Spence. They changed that to Nolan Dudley because originally it was on Jackson. That was there, I believe, in the first quarter. And it should have been a jump ball, but now a illegal screen called here on Wapahani. Number 12, Mahaffey, his first. Team second. So Keaton Farrell is Pastor Jim Ballinger getting some airtime here tonight. I'm going to convert him into a Reds fan one of these days.
Frank's pushing it, Mahaffey. Nice shot. Can't go down. Travel by number 12. Daleville. Wap ball.
So already second turnover here in the second half by Daleville. 47-31 is your score. Left side action here. Jackson Spence finds Nolan Dudley. Now Franks on the right wing. Have a real nice dump down there to Dudley, looking for that basketball near the block down there in the low post. Spence back outside. Mahaffey takes it in, shots up, and it's going to be good.
I like the off the dribble jump shot. I like it. I like it a lot. That's his game.
And you know, we set it up real nicely there. You know, you had Jackson Spence coming off of that screen of Nolan Dudley, and then obviously he went more into the paint area, suctioned everybody else in. It left Mahaffey open. And so just a very well-designed play there by the Raiders.
Yeah.
As they keep on moving along here. Three-pointer well off the mark there by Grant and out of bounds. So it'll be Raider basketball. 3:50 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 49-31 Wapahani. Spence now crosses half court. Dudley trying to get big down low.
Oh, yeah. Beat him.
Beat the big fella and goes up strong there, so the foul on the play.
Just feed the big man down low. I like it. I like what they're doing right now.
So the foul there on Wilson, his second. Team second of the half. And the Raiders throw it out of bounds here for their second turnover here in the second half. So Grant is trying to hand it off there to number 11, Ido, but unfortunately lost the handle on it there for that young man. And there'll be another Daleville turnover. Now his third turnover of the night. And we got Gates back in here for Wapahani. Frazee also in here, along with Dudley, Franks, and Mahaffey.
I would like to see him. There we go. Little pick and roll action. Nice jump shot.
Good find out there. Real good shot. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it to fall that time around. But he's seen plenty of success here in this one throughout the ball game. As a three-pointer will be up, and it will be good. Now Gates step into the shot, and
I think it was a moving screen.
I think they end up calling a travel. All right. So third turnover now for Wapahani in the second half. 7 for the ball game. Grant there with a shot fake, dribbles it right off his foot, but luckily into the hands of Farrell. Pass down low, and it's going to be a foul here on Dudley, so that will be his third. Team's third.
He's got to watch himself now.
So the first free throw attempt here by Romine will be up and no good. As we'll see Spence back in the Raider lineup here for Dudley. And also number 42, Wesley Livingston, now in here for the Broncos. We've got 2:28 remaining here in the third. Second free throw attempt here by Romine will be up and it will be good.
Nice
Look at the back cut right there.
Oh.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
You got to finish those.
Oh, tough break offensively there by Wapahani. Couldn't get those shots to fall. But still, Wapahani in control. 14-point lead with just right about 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Shot fake now outside here. Farrell for three. No good. Frazee, a long extending rebound there. Passing it down court there. Mahaffey finishes underneath. So good job there. You had Frazee. He got the rebound. He didn't slow it up. Instead, he sped up the offense here and sped up the defense there of the Broncos. They didn't get back in time, and that was well executed game plan right there by Frazee and the Raiders.
I'm liking the Raiders' defense right now. Just being active, getting their hands on the ball.
Well, that's always important. You know, we talk about that every broadcast, being able to come out there, just cause disruption. You know, you can't allow your opponent to be comfortable. As that'll be turnover number 4 now, and now a timeout taken here by Daleville. That'll be their second charge timeout of the ball game, so we'll step aside here for a break. And we'll be back here with more Raider basketball live here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here as we begin again following the timeout here with 1:35 remaining here in the third quarter. And the Raiders on top here by 16, 51-35. Then you got Spence, Gates, Franks, Frazee, and Mahaffey on the floor. And Frazee will lose the handle on it there. 4 turnovers now by Wapahani here in the second half. Now the layup will be up and good now. Back to a 14-point ball game. Little full court pressure here by Daleville as the Raiders again turn it right back over. 3-point shot off the mark. Spence corralling the rebound. And so the Raiders will start back again here on the offensive side of the basketball. Frazee here on the right wing. Nice little screen there by Spence. Really not much of one. Rolled off it quickly. Now Spence on to Gates. 40 seconds to play.
Yeah, Raiders really not in a hurry right now. Just looking for a wide open shot at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to be in any kind of rush. You're playing with a 14-point lead. You know, you size one up right here, put it through the bottom of the net. You can end up going into the fourth quarter with a, possibly a 16, 17-point lead here. So Spence here with a handoff to Frazee, now setting up for the double screen. Taking it right inside and fouled on the play.
I like it. Take it to the hole, get fouled, go to the line for 2, get your free throws in the third on a good note.
So the foul here, number 42, Wesley Livingston. Will be his second, team's third. So the first free throw attempt here by Frazee will be up and off the front iron, no good. Second free throw attempt here by Frazee will be up off the front iron, no good again. And a half-court shot's going to be well off the mark, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So the Raiders again lead at 51-37 at the end of 3. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with your fourth quarter of action live here on the WHS Network.
you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Not in a rush right now. You're up by 15. Nice back cut. Nice lay-in by Frazee for 2.
Real nice job right there. And again, Frazee getting to the basket there now. 4 points on the night here for him. Off the mark, no good, and a battle there for the rebound as Broncos will again take over off of the deflection out of bounds. And again, we've had some solid defense here again this evening by Wapahani. Real solid job here so far. Still got 6.5 to play. No good right there. Offensive rebound by Wilson. And that's going to be lost out of bounds. Again, deflected by Wapahani. We'll see Nolan Dudley back in here for Alden Mahaffey. In the corner here now, back up top, Grant for 3, off the mark. And the Raiders again will take over on offense, again leading by 16, 53-37. All the way down court there to Jackson Spence. And again, right now it's just about wasting time off the clock. You're up here by a sizable margin. Just make sure, take good care of the basketball, settle for good shots. Nothing crazy. And somehow the Broncos will take over. Oh, my goodness gracious.
I did not like that call.
Shot's going to be up, and it will be good. They're number 40. Robert Wilson there for 2. Back to a 14-point lead. And the Raiders again turn it over. Second time in as many possessions here. In the corner again now, Wilson kicks it all the way back outside here, number 3, Dylan Scott. Here's Grant, takes it right down the middle. Shot's going to be up, and it will be good.
Yeah, right now is not the time to let up. You got to finish the game. Spence driving, kicks it out to Franks. Thought about it. Drives baseline, lay-in, got fouled. Go to the line for 2.
So the foul here will be on number 23. Kean Hudson, that'll be his first. Team's 4th. And again, we'll have Franks at the charity stripe here for a pair. And the first one's going to be up and good. So now subbing in here for the Broncos, we'll see number 5, Gabe Harker, seeing his first action here of the evening. So again, Frank's at the line here for the second of 2, and it will be up, and it will be done. Great job there by Aiden. Back to a 14-point lead. 3-pointer up, no good. Dudley with a rebound. Man, where was he over the back right
Crazy
there?
pushing it. Gets the lay-in.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Daleville's in a rush right now. They're just going to start chucking up threes.
Well, unfortunately for us, they've had some success of that here tonight.
Agreed.
And Livingston loses the handle on it. Turnover number 5 here in the second half. Now gives them 9 for the ball game. We'll have Jackson Spence up top out near half court. Dudley down low inside the paint. Layup will be up and good. Again, the big man going to work. Hudson, no good for 2. Or, pardon me, that was Dylan Scott. Excuse me. So the Raiders again up by 18, 59-41 with just under 4 minutes remaining here in regulation. Dudley inside again, going up strong, gets his own rebound, and then will be fouled on the play before the shot.
I like the hustle by Dudley. He's playing really well tonight. I liked his game tonight.
Well, you know, and he, just like anybody else, especially these post players, you know, you've got to demand the basketball. He's demanding the basketball, obviously, you know, using what the good Lord gave him, a strong body, and, you know, being able to take the ball inside aggressively and be able to absorb that contact is big time. And so far he's been able to do that with a lot of success here so far this evening.
Frank's floater didn't go down for that one. Willman the rebound to Franks for 3. Got it from downtown.
So Franks again now with his 5th 3 of the night. And the Raiders now out to their largest lead of the ball game of 21 at 62-41. The Raiders are pouring it on.
You got to give credit to Willman on that one too. Getting
that offensive rebound big time. By the way, that foul on Jackson Spence will be the team's 4th here overall. So we'll have a timeout taken here by Daleville, their 3rd charge timeout of the ball game. 3:16 remaining. We'll be back right after this commercial break.
Need legal advice or representation? You can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
All right, folks, welcome back. Following the timeout, again, we'd like to thank some more sponsors here this evening. Kara J. Wolf DDS PC, located at 3915 Wheeling Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment now to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. You can contact them at 765-288-1560. And again, their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So again, a special thanks there to Kara J. Wolf DDS PC. Up top here we have number 23, Hudson. Shot's going to be off the mark. Good lands. That was way up there off the backboard.
I'm telling you, the Devil's in a rush right now, so there's going to be some wild shots.
That was definitely a wild one for sure. 3-pointer this time by Scott, no good. And deflected out of bounds, and the Raiders will take over here on offense. Again, ahead by 21, 62-41 is your score. Again, the full court pressure put on here by Daleville. Franks, the 3-pointer up, and the 3-pointer good from downtown. 6th 3 of the night overall here for Franks. Gives him now 24 for the ball game.
And the block.
26 for the ball game.
Passing to Mahaffey. Out to Gates. Franks up top. Over to Spence. Just holding it for a while. Look for a good shot. Mahaffey. Gates. Over to Wellman. Back to Franks. Screen. The roll. Back to Franks. A little jump shot. Got it.
Another little drop in the bucket there by Aiden.
Telling you, this kid can play.
Well, there's no question about that. I mean, especially coming in here as a freshman, coming to a brand new school as well. I don't think that's something that's ever been mentioned, coming in here and really playing with a whole new group of guys is big time. But be able to come out here and put on a performance, especially like that, here tonight. And it's not only been him. I mean, it's been everybody. All the way down the order here, 1 through 8 or 9 that we have here on the team. Everybody's contributing. That's what you like to see. I mean, you have Brandon now coming in right off the bench, nearly put one in there for 2. But some good action here by everybody. Everybody's contributing. That's what you like. You like to have balance and consistency on both ends of the floor. And we've seen that again here tonight. Shreve here on the left side now looking for that screen set there by Willman. Brandon now back to Franks. The three-pointer will be up. And no good that time. Willman with the offensive rebound again. He's been a real nice additive to things here by Wapahani standards. Here throughout the ballgame, coming off the bench, has really played some valuable minutes, really doing some nice things. So the foul here on number 5, Gabe Harker, his first. Team 6th, as the first one will be up and good there by Willman. So he'll collect on his first point of the night. The second one will be up and no good that time. Still 1 for 2, we'll take it. And a battle for the basketball as Franks will come up with it here with $1:20 remaining.
Just hold it. No need for a shot right
now.
And
that's what I would probably look to do right here. I mean, we're at a sizable lead. Nice catch there by Redbeard. Used to play basketball back in the day. Used to be, for a while I thought he was going to be the next Steph Curry, but unfortunately there for Redbeard, things didn't pan out quite that way. Oh, shoot. 68-41, 1 minute remaining now as number 10, Cato, took it in there just a moment ago. Back outside here now, three-pointer up and off the mark that time by Harker. Offensive rebound, bobbled away, and again, both teams kind of playing hot potato there for a moment. As we have a jump ball possession arrow will favor Wapahani. So that is turnover number 12 now tonight here for Daleville. Franks on to Gates. It's got to be one of the more high-scoring games we've seen in a while here by a junior varsity team. Gates now to Willman, on over here, Frank's left side action. Again, just work the ball around, take good care of the basketball, no reason for a shot. You're obviously up by plenty enough.
Good win by the Raiders tonight. I like how they played tonight.
Very, very good win for us. It's good to come out here, like I said, on the road. It's always tough to play on the road, and that was a good win here for us tonight. So there you have it, folks. Final score here this evening, the Wapahani Raiders defeat the Daleville Broncos 68-41, a high-scoring affair here tonight here by your Wapahani Raiders. Great win for us as we move on to bigger and better things. Again, they'll be back in action tomorrow night. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with your Raiders Live post-game report coming up live on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again with our scoring breakdown here overall. The Raiders, a very good game here tonight for us. And again, it was a balanced effort here this evening. Everybody that came in, and even, I think we ended up playing everybody here tonight. Brandon came in, played some valuable minutes there towards the end as well. So everybody contributed greatly to this win again here tonight. And again, when you have balance and you have consistency throughout, not to mention the defense was spectacular here tonight. I really like our effort defensively, getting after loose balls, contesting shots, getting deflections, just wreaking havoc defensively to force Daleville into some situations they obviously were not comfortable with. So good win here tonight, but scoring breakdown here, Aiden Franks leading the way. Here with team high 28 points, followed here Alden Mahaffey with 15 points. Nolan Dudley 7 points. And then Blake Frazee and Jackson Spence both with 6 points each. Followed here by Drayden Gates with 3 points, Isaac Shreve with 2 points, and Luke Willman with 1 point, again for a grand total of 68 points scored here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, you can see them back in action tomorrow night from Raider Gymnasium for Homecoming 2020, as they'll be taking on the Yorktown Tigers. Again, there'll be another start time at 6 o'clock. So we'll be on the air with our Raiders Live pregame right around 5:55. So, folks, thanks again for watching us. We'll have our varsity broadcast coming up here in roughly about 15, 20 minutes from now. So, again, we appreciate you all for joining us. Make sure to switch on over to the varsity broadcast, and we'll see you then.